My name is Mark Taylor. I'm a medical doctor. I've been in practice in the Roanoke Valley for over 20 years now and in the area for much, much longer. I've been with Rich's practice and his team for over 7 years, almost 8 years actually. I've been with Rich and his group. Previously, I've been an employed physician with large corporations twice in the past. I had just reached a point where I needed some autonomy and freedom, better sense of control over my hours, my patients, and practice. And I sought out Rich because he has the reputation of being the best in the industry. And we spent several months in the pre-planning stage before we actually opened our doors. And it paid off because we hit day one just like as if I'd been there for 10 years. You know, doctors have huge egos and they think they're good at everything, but the reality is they're really not. And that's why a lot of them go under, because they make bad business decisions. You know, they're like too soft-hearted and generous and they give it away, or they don't anticipate changes that might come up. Like, you know, for instance, like I was thinking about buying some x-ray equipment a few years ago, and Rich said, you know, there's changes coming up that would render that obsolete. You know, I would have lost 80 grand or more if I'd have went ahead and purchased it, but you know, he steered me around that, thankfully. There are a lot of companies out there or individuals that claim to do cheap medical billing for a practice. But when you look a little deeper, what they do is they bill on the gross revenue and they don't care how much they collect. Rich has been in the practice of medical management so long, he knows how to do this better than anybody. And what he and his team do is they do the billing based on what they actually collect, which is unique. And their collection rates are better than anywhere. Like when I was an employed physician and you looked at the billing cycles and the collection rate, they largely don't tell you what it is because it's embarrassingly bad. But Rich and his group are so transparent. We meet every month and we go over that, and his numbers are just off the charts. It's excellence. Anyone in this office, myself included, and every staff member can call over there and get an immediate response. Their customer service skills are superlative, and they are completely interested in helping us solve any problem, whether it's a big problem or a small problem, and they do it right away. It's almost like they drop everything that they're doing and focus on us. And this is a very small practice. He's got much larger practices, but he treats me like as if I was a large practice. And his team is excellent. I can't say enough good about them. And Rich is one of those people that if I text him at 10 o'clock on Saturday night, he'll respond immediately to any concern that I have. And he gives excellent advice. He gives me advice for the short term, but also to integrate those kind of changes and decisions into the long-term planning for the best interest of the practice, and so that we can thrive and do well. There are a lot of things that I never have to worry about or think about because Rich and his group do this for me. And these are high-level, really important things that are crucial to the life of a practice. Things like paying taxes on time, anticipating taxes, anticipating changes in the laws, staying ahead of the contracts and billing and that sort of thing. It's amazing to me. And as far as the revenue cycles and the HR and payroll, it's done automatically and it's done perfectly every time. And it's something that I don't have to burden myself with because I'm focused on patient care, running the practice, and not missing anything medically. And so he gives me the freedom to be able to focus on what's truly important to me. I valued my time and my freedom. For example, I'm very active in my church and my faith, and I do a lot of work in that area. If I had to manage this practice by myself, I'd have a lot of sleepless nights. I'd be up till 11 or midnight trying to figure it out. I would make tons of mistakes. But now I have time to spend with family. I have time to travel. I go to medical conferences. I just got back from my favorite conference in Charlottesville. I can focus on my church and my church life and my friends. It's given me total freedom because I practice medicine, I walk out the door, and I know that everything is safe and secure and everything's running like a top. So I couldn't be happier, and I couldn't have been in this position at all without Rich. He rescued me. And for that, I'm always going to be grateful. I would do anything for him and his crew too.